The seed of patience. In a quiet village nestled between rolling hills, a farmer named Emmanuel was known for his diligence and faith. Every morning, he walked to his fields, his heart filled with hope that the seeds he planted would one day bear fruit. But this season was different. The rains were late, and the earth was parched. One evening, as Emmanuel sat by the hearth, his young son, Callum, asked, "Father, why do you keep working the fields when the rains do not come? Isn't it pointless?" Emmanuel smiled and replied, "Patience, my son. We must wait on the Lord, for those who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength, they shall mount up with wings like eagles, they shall run and not be weary, they shall walk and not faint." Isaiah 40 verse 31. Days turned into weeks, and still, no rain came. Callum grew restless and despondent. One afternoon, he ran to the fields where Emmanuel was tilling the hard soil. "Father, how can you have such faith when nothing changes? Should we not give up and look for another way?" Emmanuel paused, wiped the sweat from his brow, and knelt beside his son. "Do you see this seed?" he asked, holding a tiny grain in his hand. "It looks insignificant, doesn't it? But within it lies the promise of a harvest. The scriptures teach us, 'Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up.' Galatians 6 verse 9. But what if the rains never come?" Callum persisted. "Then we trust in God's timing," Emmanuel said gently. "Remember what King Solomon wrote, 'He has made everything beautiful in its time.' Ecclesiastes 3 verse 11. Our job is to be faithful in the waiting, for patience is a virtue that strengthens the heart." The next morning, Emmanuel woke early to find dark clouds gathering on the horizon. By midday, the heavens opened, and rain poured down upon the thirsty earth. Callum ran to the fields, his face alight with joy. "Father, the rain has come," he shouted. Emmanuel joined his son, lifting his hands to the sky in gratitude. "You see, Callum, God's promises never fail. The Lord is not slow in keeping his promise, as some understand slowness. Instead, he is patient with you." 2 Peter 3 verse 9. We plant, we wait, and we trust. That season, the fields yielded an abundant harvest, and Callum learned a lesson that would stay with him all his life. Patience is not merely waiting, it is trusting in God's perfect timing. For more stories like, share, follow this channel. This story captures the essence of patience as a virtue through the lens of faith and scripture, reminding us to trust in God's timing even in the face of uncertainty.